Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Excited to be back. As you can see behind me, we got the John Deere 6430 Premium. And as promised, I plan on doing a video today about it. Now, right here, we're gonna start with the number. This indicates you got a problem. This indicates what kind of a problem you got. And this indicates how expensive the problem is gonna be. Anyway, so what I want to get into is the problems of the video, or the problems of, not the video, but problems of the tractor, what I've experienced, what we've done to fix it. So let's get started with the back rear hydraulics. As you guys know, this is John Deere's way of 3 remote hydraulics. This comes back to the back or implement or the front end. Actually, in this case, it doesn't go to the front end. It's got a separate system for that. Anyway, what is leaking right now is this. The servos that control the fluid rate are leaking inside, and then they come down in fluid. Now this one right here is getting so bad, as a matter of fact, that you can actually see the stream coming out. It's not just a seep anymore, it's actually a physical stream. So what we have done to fix this is absolutely nothing. It's expensive, it's hard to replace, and the John Deere dealer wants it towed there. We don't want to do that. So in essence, this is supposed to be green, and it's going to stay black for a while. So the next problem I want to talk about is the notorious fuel lines. These, if you remember right in my last video, these fuel lines are notorious for leaking. Now this tractor, you need to know, has 760 something hours on it, 62 I think. And in that time, the fuel lines have been replaced twice. We have put maybe a quarter of the hours on in a state, put the rest of them on there for mowing, so it was pretty consistent use. And as you can see, we got droplets here. I don't know if that's coming from like condensation or if that's actually coming from the fuel lines themselves, but you can see here, the fuel lines are leaking. Now these fuel lines have been replaced about 45 hours ago, I think is what it was. I can check the book for reference real quick, but I'm fairly certain they don't have that many hours on them. Either way, they're leaking. And this piece right here is a fitted line. And if you can see it back, see that black hose back there? Yeah, that's wet. That's a fitted line, and it's very expensive, and it came from John Deere, and it can only come from John Deere. The reason that I say and focus on these fuel lines right now and constantly say John Deere is because of one thing, and if I can get out of here without hurting myself, I think that would be great. Oh, all right. And the reason that I say that is strictly for one reason. John Deere lied to us. They told us that the hoses were new and improved, that the rubber had been improved, new sewing on it, whatever have you. And the hoses leak. They leak worse than the ones that we just pulled off. And you can't buy hoses for it unless you go to John Deere because they are a special size. So we're upset with John Deere. Now, I'm not going to say that every company, I'm not going to say that Case International or Case is not going to lie, because I don't know. I've never had to call a dealer, so I don't have to deal with them directly. I do, however, have to deal with John Deere directly, and I do know that John Deere has directly irritated me with saying that their lines are fixed, and then telling thousands of people, hundreds of thousands of people, that their lines are fixed, and all of a sudden they're leaking again. Now, I don't know if this applies to just the 6430s or if this applies to every tractor in the series, but I do know that whatever hose that this is does not work for diesel. These are passive flow lines. These are not pressurized, so there's no reason for anything to be pushing out. And I mean, it's literally passive flow. I can't come up with any reason as to why they're leaking. That 1466 back there, I'm not going to say it's immune to problems, but it's got the original rubber fuel lines, and it's a diesel, and it's a hard diesel. So I don't know. I just don't understand that problem. So those are the problems that I've had with the tractor. I have buyer beware. Do your research on these and make sure that it's actually what you want, and be prepared to pay some money for it, because they are expensive, and John Deere sometimes is pretty lackluster on their customer service. So anyway, there's going to be another video coming out soon about the John Deere and buyer beware. Go ahead and check that video out. Also check the other video out that's related to this. That says it's related to this video itself, actually. It's just going to tell you why you should watch the buyers beware and why you should watch it all the way through. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Check that video out for me real quick. Ain't going to take much time. I think it's like 2 minutes. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below. See you again.